Welcome to another episode of
Rye can top my knee.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Jonathan. And we are a boys love podcast that talks about all about our favorite shows and all the press and mess around them.
And Jonathan, there is so much of people missing each other this week with the shows. It's definitely a theme this week.
It was a theme this week.
Definitely a theme. But we are not missing our new and loyal listeners. Well, we don't because, y'all are following
They're so
us.
new.
Like,
They're so new.
Like, thank y'all so much for the support. This is our 15th episode, so another milestone in the books. Yeah, can you believe we've been doing this long already?
I know. It kind of feels like it was yesterday we started this.
Right. And yeah, like I can't believe we started. Our first episode was in March. So and now our average listener base is still climbing. We started off with an average of 5, which is great. But now we're more than 3 times that. It's not saying a lot, but growth is a beautiful thing. Growth is growth,
Thanks to whoever is listening, because we really didn't expect anything.
Yeah, and we have people from 10 different countries listening on about pretty much 5 continents. So This is pretty cool, that we're growing in that kind of way. Also on IG, we've doubled our followers in the past week.
Thanks for all the new followers on IG.
Yes.
Hope you guys are here listening, though.
Y'all, if y'all not listening, y'all need to be listening. And I mean, now I'm talking to them, and if they're not listening, they're not going to hear it anyway.
This is directly at y'all. No, I don't know.
Yeah. Anywho, let's get to the word on the tweet, because there's a lot that's buzzing, and tweeting.
Okay, word on the tweet. I was really surprised about this, that Netflix announced there's a new Japanese same-sex dating show called The Boyfriend.
Yes.
And it airs July 9th, so just right after Pride Month. Right.
And I'm curious, did you figure out if this is just going to be Netflix in Japan or Netflix everywhere?
Oh, I did not check. I'm praying it's global Netflix, but if
I'm
not,
hoping
then
so too.
Maybe they might do like a Vicky in the US or something.
Oh, which would suck.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh,
that would suck. Like, I'm really hoping that it is global Netflix. Like,
I hope so too. I mean, we've had like Singles Inferno and other stuff on Netflix. Why not this?
Right.
I feel like this is Netflix own. Like, Netflix is creating this themselves, maybe, or they founded this. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not like a contract like with some of the Thai BLs that are only available on Netflix Thailand.
So maybe it'll be global. Hopefully.
Yeah, I hope so. And now that we have His Man 3 coming out sometime this summer, I believe.
It's the end of the month.
Oh, end of this month. That's right.
The end of June.
So it's great to see more dating shows, and this being the first same-sex dating show from Japan.
I know. Kind of wow.
I'm intrigued.
Progress.
And I want to see how it kind of pans out. Like, especially considering, not. I was actually having this conversation with some folks last night at yesterday, because it wasn't at night, it was during the day.
All right.
With some
you
folks.
had to specify.
Yeah, I had to specify, because at night, I was at home.
And she was knocked out on that couch.
And I was knocked out on the sofa. Right. So during the day, I met up with some folks, and, we talked about how BLs in Japan are probably not as popular in Japan as they are outside of Japan. Or at least we're not privy to how popular they are, with the exception of the few, like Cherry Magic, I think is extremely popular, and Osan's Love, those ones are big. But
it's probably the same in Thailand too. Like,
Right.
The average Thai
Well,
person does not really. It's not like, oh yeah,
oh, I
bright
see what you're
wind.
saying. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yes and no, because I mean,
Like they
at
might
least
see them
there
on the
it's
advertisement, but they're just like, oh, it's a show.
yeah. But then again, I feel as if in Thailand it's been so impactful with the with influencing like laws there, and I don't think in Japan it has that same kind of influence, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just an outsider looking in. I could be completely wrong, you
Mm-hmm.
know. Anywho, I'm excited for the show. What else is happening?
Um, we both saw that little short film that dropped called Spaceless with Bible and Jess.
Yes.
That
Oh my
was, oh my
gosh.
god. I wasn't expecting
Oh my
this.
gosh.
I'm surprised they decided to reveal, um, just drop a little thing to show their chemistry. I feel like that was a smart move. Because if not, then we would have just had to wait for 4 minutes, and this really got people excited to see them together.
Yeah,
Because
and
people are still like scared to see a new ship, Bible away from build.
and you know what, people need to stop that. Like, ships are gonna change, you know. Even though I'm sad to see ships change,
But if it's
going
only been
to.
one show, let the boys have fun. Let them.
Right, right. Let them have fun. You know, I mean, a lot of us are still kind of a little hurt with Om Nanon. You know, that's a real
Oh,
thing
how dare you bring that up? How dare
they were
you?
together for so long. But you know what? Sometimes
They
a
were
ship
together
has
for
to
a
sail.
good
You know,
2 years, a good year and
right.
a half.
Yeah, but sometimes the ship has to sail on. You know, sometimes it just
Mm-hmm.
has to happen. Um,
But that was a really
Anywho,
beautiful little short film that we can
it
talk about later.
was.
We can talk about way later.
Yes,
But
we'll get into it later, but it was great.
yeah, I have a
What
bunch
else?
here on my list this week. I don't know why. I don't know if we
Because so
talked
much has
about.
been happening.
Yeah, did we talk about Jeff's show? I don't know if I put that like 2 weeks ago or last week. But
We
Jeff
didn't
is
talk
coming out with
about
his own
it.
show. It's
Yes,
called Happy
yes.
Ending, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
produced by him, funded by him. Like he's really in his producer hat right now. I don't know, but he's also acting in it.
Mm.
The pilot
Yes.
episode comes out June 15th.
Oh
That's
my
like what? Next
gosh.
Friday. That's something.
Yeah, that's a week. Yeah, that's Saturday. So
Mm-hmm.
that's on Saturday.
Of course, he loves his Saturday references because
Mm-hmm. Right.
Saturns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it has barcode in it, so everyone's kind of gagged about that.
Yeah, and Barcode, as we know, is his ship, I guess. You know, or was, or is. I
Is
don't know.
still because we're still waiting for Wuju Bakery.
Oh, that's
So it's
right.
gagged
Which,
that Jeff is coming out with his own little something before Wuju Bakery comes out.
right. Um, but I'm looking forward to it. Like, I would like to see a little bit more than just Big Bro, Little Bro, like we saw in
Yeah,
Kim
I think this is
Force.
definitely going to be more. I don't. Jeff likes psychological kind of emotional, like kind of dark kind of things. I feel like that's what this is going to be about. And
Oh,
Barcode like
okay.
fits that perfectly now that we've seen him go
Dead Friend
crazy in
Forever.
Dead Friend Forever. Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Which I'm still like, ugh.
it's still the biggest promoter of that show.
Yes, and I would have to argue for this year. I'm sidetracking a bit, but we're gonna get back. Dead Friend Forever and My
As
Stand-In
best
so
of
far
the
are
year?
my
As
two
best of the
favorite
year?
shows so far this year. So far, that can change because we're only halfway through the year. But
We
I'm just
really
gonna say
are.
that.
Yeah, it can
And
definitely change.
Barcode gave us a range that I was pleasantly
Surprise.
surprised to see. You know, and he really did a great job. Like, we got to give Barcode his props. He laid that thing down. Okay, he
To lay
laid
that thing down.
it. He did. He did.
We should definitely
And
do
he,
an episode of like an awards episode of our best of the year.
yeah,
Maybe later on
maybe,
this
yeah,
year. Yeah.
yeah, maybe before in December, maybe we
Hmm.
could do that to kind of close off the year. So,
For sure.
anywho,
And just last thing, I was so sad. I wanted to see Be Your Star this week, but it got
me too.
postponed. I was like, I need my little dose of bobbin every week, and it's gone
Uh,
now until
I had to go
June
back to
26th.
Mr. Cinderella season 2 because I hadn't finished it yet.
Oh,
So just
I
then,
watched the first episode and I was like, oh, this isn't it.
it's I told you it's something.
Oh, it's not it, but
I
yeah,
told you
so
it's something. I don't know if it's a good something, but it's something.
it's
Um,
something.
yeah. But I'm hoping that by June 26th they don't have
Some
any more
more.
technical issues because we can't be doing that. Like that
Yeah.
they had me low key upset.
The story is
Like
just so messy at this point in time. Like the last episode, everyone was crying. Like we need more resolution. We need a story.
right. So now they gonna have us waiting for literally 3 weeks.
Yeah, girl. It's
That's a
crazy.
long wait. Like, oh my gosh. So luckily I have the notifications for that on, so I won't forget at all. Anyway, let's get into our shows of the week. So Jonathan, what is your show this week?
This is not even a show, but I picked
Right.
that Bible Just short film, Spaceless. That was so beautiful.
Beautifully done.
And I was more shocked that, I mean, I don't know Jess. I've never seen his acting before, but I was like, oh, he can act. I was like,
yeah.
he was giving it right back to Bible. I was like, all right.
Yeah. Should we spoil this a little bit, or should we just let people know to watch it?
It's 20 minutes. Y'all can watch this. Go watch it right now.
Yeah, go watch it.
It's on YouTube for
like,
free.
yeah, and it's free and it's good. I
know that
definitely got teary eyed towards the end. I'll say that.
Yeah, let's say that. It's tragically beautiful short film.
And I'm trying because there's so much we can say about this 20 minutes, which is a good thing because we've watched things that are 12 episodes and there's not much to say.
Oh, say that. Say that.
And you're ready. And I mean, we could go through the list of some shows that we have talked about on here that we said we'll never talk about again because they had full on 12 to 14 episode seasons.
Yup,
with
check
barely
that
anything
out.
happening.
Check that out.
Barely anything happening. So, but this one had way more to offer in just 20 minutes. And it's worth it, you know. So I really, really enjoyed it, and
looking forward to 4 minutes.
Yeah, like you said, it's a good way to really give us a taste of their chemistry, and I felt their chemistry was great. Like now I am looking forward to 4 minutes. You know, when does that come out, by the way?
I don't think we have a date still. I don't think we have. Wait.
Oh Lord.
I think we just got a poster, but I don't think we got a date.
I think the expectation is this summer, right? Was that the expectation?
Yeah, for sure.
But they still didn't give an exact date.
Yeah, no exact. Oh, wait. We do have a date. July 26th.
Okay. So a month after Be Your Star comes back on.
A month after Be Your Star.
We'll have 4 minutes.
We have so much to watch now. I'm like, this summer is going to be kind of packed. We're going to have 2 dating shows back to back. Or simultaneously. And we're going to have all these little shows. Wait, so what's your show of the week? What's your show of the week?
Before I get to my show of the week, I am going to tell you, somebody was telling me that how are y'all going to continue having stuff to talk about on the podcast? And I had to give them a classy read.
Yes.
And let them know that luckily places like Thailand are always going to be producing BLs. So we're always going to have stuff to talk about.
Thailand will forever drop 100 BLs a year.
Right. And there's so much press and mess.
There's always messy boys.
Right. There's always stuff to talk about. So kick rocks. Anywho, my show of the week.
To that one person, kick rocks.
Right. So my show of the week is Fake Buddies. This is
what is this?
It is a Korean web series. It is a BL. I believe there might be one more episode coming out. There's 5 so far released. It's from Guy Next Door, which is a channel on YouTube, a Korean channel. And each episode is under 7 minutes. It has a GL side couple. Um, and it's interesting. I'm beginning to also see a running theme of 10-year friendships turning into lovers. And I'm like, I don't know what the universe is trying to tell me personally, but I'm going to need this to stop because this is getting a little out of
It's getting a
hand.
little too on the nose.
It's getting a little too on the nose. So, but pretty much the very first episode, and I'm going to kind of spoil the first episode a bit, but then you can watch everything else because then it kind of makes sense. The very first episode, one of the leads is meeting with his girlfriend, and his best friend shows up to have coffee with them. And let's say, first of all,
wait, I think you sent me this on Instagram, right?
I did.
That the girlfriend was like, are you looking for a girl? Like, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm. And also they were wearing the same outfit, like the two guys, like they dressed the same. So they were essentially in a couple's outfit without being in a couple's outfit.
So he's cheating on his girlfriend with his friend.
Right.
Or they're secretly together while they both have girlfriends? Or
they're secretly together and only one of them has a girlfriend.
I see. Yeah, because they held hands under the table.
Right.
While she was grilling them.
Right. But there's a twist in the second episode that makes it very interesting. But like I said, each episode is under 7 minutes, so it's very easy to watch. It's a cute web series.
Films?
Yeah, so it's called Fake Buddies. Like I said, short. It's a web series, 7 minutes each episode. I think there's one more episode that's coming out, and that's it. But it's great, and I think the next episode, I forgot what days it comes out, but it's once a week. So
I see.
Yep. But that's my show. Look at that. We were pretty quick today with that because we got some other stuff to talk about.
We do.
We do. So let's go to our new shows of the week. So our first new show is My Love Mix-Up. You watched it?
I did. I just watched it last night.
And what did you
think
of that first episode?
I had some thoughts.
Okay, tell me your thoughts, because
I missed Gemini 4th. I really did. I missed them together on my screen. Same. But like the original source material for this, the Japanese version, Kyotatsukoi, I really loved that show so much. Like I gave that show like a 9.5, almost a 10.
Really?
Yes, that show was so cute. It was so everything. Like
it was cute. It was very cute, and I love that one too. But what are your thoughts with this Thai version? With this Thai remake,
I mean, I don't know if Fourth is giving as goofy and has silly, awkward, campy boy as they do in these Japanese BLs, but I'm gonna
it's also
probably
Thai.
Still watch
They don't do camp as much in Thai.
Yeah,
ones,
they don't do like physical slapstick kind of comedy kind of.
Right. It's just not a thing that they typically do, and I wasn't expecting that because
but also I just see Fourth as just he's such a like cool kid. I feel like he's like Mr. Popular, and Gemini is more of like that kind of quiet,
the nerdy,
kid.
quiet kid.
Yeah,
he
like at least that's how I like
be good
see
looking.
Them. Yeah,
kind of keeps himself not necessarily an introvert, but is like very focused on excelling at what he does. So yeah.
I don't know, but then maybe that's how they are in real life. You never know. Maybe, but I feel like from hearing stories of all these other boys, like Fourth was like a popular kid. So to see him as this like little like nobody at school, awkward little boy with his small friend group. I don't know. I thought it was cute though. Oh, what did you think?
I thought it was cute. Like I don't dislike it at all, and I think my rule is I got to give a show at least a few episodes before I can have good judgment of the show, because you got to kind of let the show get into its own, like let it marinate a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's not that I don't think the show is bad. I also came in, I think, unlike other shows, this one, because we know it's a Thai remake of a Japanese show, we're coming in with expectations already.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm more of like, how can I separate myself from thinking of the Japanese show while watching this Thai version of the same show?
Mm-hmm.
Also, though, what's in the back of my mind is I'm hoping, because remember with Cherry Magic, the Thai version, they released like 2 or 3 episodes on YouTube and then they had
Oh
to stop.
yeah.
So part of me is like, they better not do this to me
No, I think they got it
again.
right this time. There were so many ads, like the like poster for how many
Mm-hmm.
like sponsors they had on the screen. I was like, damn, they put money into this. They definitely have the
And I'm
budget.
pretty sure whatever
Like Cherry Magic, I don't think it had
contract,
that many sponsors, or
I don't
even
think it
any.
had more to do with budget. I think someone fell flat with contracting. I think that's what
Yeah.
happened. I think
So,
someone messed up, and that whoever that person was fired.
ooh, well, this time around they got the money from the sponsors to pay for the
Yeah, I
licensing.
think. Yeah, I think I don't, because GMMTV has money, so I think it's more of someone messed up with the contracting, and it was a huge oversight that was not seen before they released stuff out. So somebody effed up. But in this case, I'm pretty sure they made sure everything was tight. Every T was
Mm-hmm. Cause
crossed and
this is
every
their
I
new
was
like A
dotted.
ship. This is their new like top tier A ship.
Yes.
Like,
And we love us some Gemini 4th, okay? We've already seen them twice and they've been bringing it and we want them to continue bringing it. You know, we support them. They're our baby ship, okay? They're like our, it's like me being an uncle, a proud uncle, and saying, these are my babies, okay? I want them to succeed, okay?
same.
Love Sea also comes
It just dropped
out on
today, like
Sunday.
as we're filming
Yes.
this and
Yes,
recording
as we're
this.
recording. Yeah, we're not filming nothing today.
Maybe we
But as
are.
we're
You
but
never
as
know.
we're but as we're recording this, yeah, it dropped today on iQIYI. I don't
Hmm.
think either one of us have watched it yet, but we're
No,
going
I'm
to.
excited though. It's been so I really like Me Mind Why. Is it Me Mind Why? I think it's Me Mind Why. It's been a minute since we've had anything. Like the wedding plan was like over a year ago now. Like when did the wedding plan come
Yes.
out? Yeah,
Yeah, that
we've
was
had a little bit
last
of a
year. Yeah.
drop. A drought.
Wait, were they
That's
in
what I
Wedding
mean.
Plan or was it
Well,
Love in the Air?
well, yeah, they were in Love in the Air, but I mean like we haven't had like a Me Mind Why show since last
Oh,
year.
I see, I see, I see.
And
Yes, that's
especially
true.
this
We
couple, we
haven't.
haven't had them since Love in the Air, and that was like
Right.
2022. I
Yeah,
think so.
Love in the Air was 2022. I think like late
Yeah,
2022.
like that was a time. That was that show was amazing. I could rewatch that anytime. That show's so good.
It was a cute show until it wasn't cute, but then it was still good.
No, that show was so good. It just had
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
the
it was still
one
good.
that
But
one
remember,
like
it was started off
moment,
cute. It started off cute and then it wasn't cute
and
because
then it got spicy.
yeah, it got I don't know if I'm going to call it spicy. It got sad, but in a way that you were
Well,
entertained.
Payu and Rain
Yeah.
got spicy.
Yes, they
Well,
did. Yeah.
yeah, Papaya and Sky got.
Yeah, it got really sad, like a lot of trauma. But anyway, I'm hoping Love See, um, because already we're dealing with my stand-in, which already has a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
I think I need a little break from
From
shows that
really
deep. Like I need
tragic,
something a
deep,
little
like.
lighthearted. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
hoping Love Sea is kind of like that, like just a little break, and then I want to go back to stuff like that. But I just need
No,
a
I
little
think they're
break.
gonna give us everything. I love some Ford. Oh my God, Ford. What's this guy's name? Ford.
I
Ford.
forgot the.
Ford P. Ford P. Ford P.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so another show that came out. Did you watch all 3 episodes that are out of Knock
Yes,
Knock
of Knock Knock
Boys?
Boys. I did. I think the first episode drags within the first 30 minutes.
That's what got
but
me a little slow. I
but it
was.
gets really interesting towards the end of it. And then that's where I'm like, you know what? I'm intrigued to see more and see how this goes because the plot is set up in the last 10 minutes for the
I
whole
see.
series.
Right, because I thought the trailer was like they're all going after one guy, right? Or they all want one guy.
Oh no. Just see when
All
you
right, all
get to
right.
those last 10 minutes, then you'll be like, oh, now I see what they're doing.
Because
So
I don't know if they're like split up into couples. I don't know if I want to see Sang and Best together. I don't know about that.
I think they're gonna be together.
No.
I think they're gonna be
They were in
together.
the. I was looking at the opening title sequence, and they were like standing together a lot, and I was like,
They're gonna. I think they're supposed to be together.
oh
I already can
no,
tell who the couples are going to be. I will say that. Like,
oh
there's,
no.
but the motivation, again, the plot
Mm-hmm.
is you can see what it will be in the last 10 minutes of the first episode, and that's what moves everything along. So that's what is keeping me pretty
Keeping you
much,
hooked
yeah,
on the
hooked-ish. I'm not
pulse
saying
of Knock Knock
not.
Boy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say hooked like my stand-in has me hooked, because nothing got me
Oh,
hooked
my
like that
standing got me
currently.
ball and chain to that
Like
IG account.
literally, literally. So I mean, but I do think Knock Knock Boys is worth giving a shot.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot. I'll continue it.
And
Everyone,
then
let us know what you think.
yes,
Yeah.
please do. And that's Thursdays on Gaga Ooh La La. And then and WeTV. And then lastly is OMG Vampire.
OMG Vampire. Did you see the first episode?
I saw the first 2 minutes.
Oh,
And then
and
I
you
got
saw Frank macking on some boys.
well, this is what happened, because I started watching it when I was on a business trip, and I had to stop watching because I had something else that I needed to do for work. So, and then I didn't go back to it because, yeah. So the goal
Oh,
is
so you
that,
ain't watch it. You ain't watch it.
no, the goal is I will watch it because I have some time later today, to go ahead and really catch up on some shows. So
I think there's
this
3
is
episodes out already for that show too.
okay. So I can, and hopefully, did you watch all 3 episodes?
No. I'm halfway through the first episode, but I got the gist. I'm like, all right, Frank is a vampire. Love to see it. Longleat,
Oh
I
my
think, is a
god.
human. The world is a little
Okay.
weird, but it's like a world
Yeah,
where vampires are just part of the world.
I can't.
And Frank has like adoptive parents, and one of the parents is a whole white man. That's Pete's fluent Thai. Love to see that.
Who?
A white man. You'll see. You'll see.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. A white man. All right. Well, I'll watch it. It's on WeTV.
Mm-hmm.
We got an announcement.
Oh
I'm glad
my.
that I finally convinced you. Well,
Am I
actually, it wasn't that
convinced?
hard.
Am I convinced?
No, but I kindly convinced you that for the rest of my stand-in, we will do an episodic review with a bonus episode, because this show is that good. Like, every single episode of this show so far has been giving us something, okay? And it's been a good something. Because I think both you and I have screamed almost every episode at some point, because it's that
A
good.
Yelp has been let out every episode.
Every episode, like, something has us gagged in a chokehold, something, like, because it's that good. So we're not gonna do an episodic review in this episode, but there'll be a bonus episode released around the same time as this comes out that you should watch to see our episodic review of my stand-in. It'll be like 15-ish minutes, maybe 20. We'll see. Slight spoiler for episode 7. Someone deeply misses someone, and that's all we're gonna say, because then we'll really spoil it in our bonus episode. Okay?
So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. But speaking of mid-season reviews, one show that is halfway through
I didn't
is
realize it's
Wandee
halfway
Goodday.
through.
Yeah,
I don't want the show to
let's go ahead and do
end.
a review.
So,
So
what's happened
I
so
wanted,
far in this show?
yeah, and I did say I wanted us to spend some time talking about this show.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. Dee and Yak actually spend some time apart and clearly miss each other.
I swear I don't know how they're staying with each other 24 hours a day, sleep together every single night, wake up together every morning, kiss each other everywhere but the lips, and they're like, "Oh, we're just good friends. We're just buddies right now. We're just having it. We're just in like a little situationship."
And it's like,
I don't know how D hasn't realized that he's hardcore feelings, and Yak is over here lying to himself that he likes this girl.
I mean, he liked that girl maybe at the beginning of the series, but
You
he don't like her no more. And
as
even
a
that
person.
girl, I don't think that girl really likes him in that way anyway.
I'm surprised she
Like-
hasn't, in this episode, wasn't like, so you and D fucking, or
I mean, she
why'd you give
low-key
him the
kinda
necklace?
said it.
I'm surprised she
low-key
hasn't
said.
like flat out been like, so y'all together? Because why do you have that necklace?
I think she was trying to be, she was being gingerly about it. Because she literally said, like, so what is the situation between you two? Like, that you could read into, she's like, I know y'all doing more than just hanging out as friends.
She's like, I know y'all.
And then the fact that they
uglies
made up
every
that,
night.
and the fact that they made up that cockamamie story, you
That
could
he's
tell
doing
from her face,
research.
she didn't, right.
She was
didn't
like, all
believe
right,
a word
mama,
they
the
were
closet
saying.
is glass. She's
Right. She didn't believe a word they were saying. She was like, okay. She was like, you know what? They not going to tell me. I can see it.
Like, everyone at the
Like-
gym sees it. His brother sees it. His brother's like, your family, like.
And even Dr. Tur sees it.
That's why Pod was making a move this episode. I was screaming at my screen. I was like, I need Pod to kiss a man again, please.
And
Please.
you know what? That whole thing, I was irritated, but yet I noticed that, and this doesn't happen often with me, but my nipples got hard.
Oh
I'll say
my
that.
God.
Like, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, Dr. Tur is really, like, putting the moves on. Like, he's making it obvious.
He's like,
And-
let's
but-
go to Japan. Well, it's
Right,
weird that
'cause, like,
they're
who wants to
randomly
go for
doing
a-
some conference in Japan.
I mean, it was, I think their lead
In the
doctor
middle of
is
there.
messy. That lead
Oh
doctor
yeah,
is
that
so
lead
messy.
doctor's messy
'Cause he
boots. Because how you gonna
knows
be
that
like,
this-
how you gonna put them in a competition against each other? Know that everyone's
Right.
talking shit about D in the hospital, saying that he likes her, and you
Right.
see, I don't know, he this doctor can see all the mess. Sees
He's
that
so
they're
messy.
kind of not friends anymore, and then he's like, y'all should revisit your research and present it in Japan because it's good for the board.
Right. And I was like,
And turns
What-
over
good
here
for
like,
what
I
board?
delayed our flights so we can spend some more time together in Japan. I was like, excuse you, what if I wasn't busy? I mean,
Right.
what if I wasn't free? Like, how dare you do that?
and this is when I wanted D to be like, I have a boyfriend.
I thought he was going to be like,
thought
I
he
have
was
a
gonna say that,
boyfriend.
and he didn't.
He didn't. He was just like, I got to go get my my HPV vaccine. I got to get my third dose or whatever.
Right. I was so shook. I'm like, you have a man, but technically he doesn't have a man.
He doesn't have a,
And see-
or at least he doesn't
and this
use that
is-
as an excuse.
Right. And this is like where the other
mean-
side of my head was going like, is Dr. Tur really showing that he has feelings for D?
I
Or is
don't
this just
know.
a ploy? Because low key, it's like, it could be a scheme.
This whole thing could be
that
Pod
Dr.
is
Tur
big
came up
mastermind evil at the end of this story, but I really think
Right.
he's smitten, and he just didn't know what
part
he
of me
lost.
thinks he's smitten and he didn't know, and he didn't know what he lost until he lost it. But now it's a little too late, just like in another show with somebody else. But we will save that for the bonus episode. But yeah, part of me is like, is this man really wanting to see how them booty cheeks clap? Like, is he listening is he listening at the door when Yak is over in Dee's apartment because they in the same building? you know?
Honestly,
So I'm like, dude, like, can you, like, you rejected him.
yeah.
So it's
Yup.
your fault. Like, whatever happened. And you had 8 years.
You had all medical school to do something about
You
it,
had all medical school. You had a long time to make your move, especially.
and now
when
you want to
can
make
tell
a
this-
move. Now that
when
you're
the
both
dude has
fighting
a
for
alleged
this
boyfriend.
Yeah,
Yes.
he has a boyfriend that you don't believe, but I guess no one believes
because they're technically not together anyway.
I know, but they look together. Like,
They look
Randall's on the.
together.
They literally held hands like the whole end of the episode. Like
Right, act,
the
and
whole
then they
second
saying
half of the
they
episode,
not
they were holding
together.
hands.
They love being with each other. They love
Ugh.
holding each other's hands. They love sucking each other's lips in other places. Like,
Excuse me. No lips. No lips.
they love doing all of that. So they can't be sitting out here acting as if nobody thinks they're together. It seems like, it's my fake boyfriend. Is it really your fake boyfriend? Thank you
Girl,
to
that's your man. That's your man.
Thank you to what's that doctor's name that's being played by
Drake.
Drake. Not Drake
That
the
man
musician,
don't-
y'all, for y'all that don't know. Drake the Thai actor.
Drake's character that cow something.
Yeah, something like that. But I'm glad he is the voice of reason, because he's seeing everything and is giving.
Oh, he was
But he's a
psychoanalyzing.
but he is a psychologist, and he's a
Yeah.
relationship expert and relationship therapist. So he's able to see what other people refuse to see, because it's not as if it ain't obvious. It's just that they don't want to see it themselves. Like, he can tell Dr. Tur has feelings for D. And he could tell that D is not necessarily is in a hard place, because he probably still has lingering feelings for Dr. Tur. But also,
I would too.
I mean, I could see why, because this is someone that he's crushed on for 8 years. So it's not just going to go away overnight.
Is a man. Pod is
Okay.
gorgeous.
Anywho, also, like, Yak is giving him everything that he's needed in a relationship. And truly, they love each other. It's so obvious. So, we already know they're going to be together at the end of the show. So, we know this. But I low-key want Dr. Tur to feel bad, because he is the one who lost out. He lost out.
I want some messiness, though. I want Wandee and Tur to, like, have a little scandalous
Like a
moment
one-night
in
stand?
Japan. Yeah, I want him to, like, I don't know, have a little moment in Japan, and then he's gonna be like, "This isn't right. I love Yak. I'm going back to Thailand."
I would love to see that, actually. I hope that happens in the next episode.
Like,
I
I
think
want
the
Pod to
next
be
episode
messier.
they are
I mean,
going to
yeah.
Japan, right? I think that's it.
Yeah, we saw him in his little tiger outfit with Tur in the room, and I was like, "What's happening?"
Yeah, so I want to see is any kind of, salacious activity going to happen. Let's see if it does. But
Let's see.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But overall, I think we're loving the show. It's been pretty good. I think my stand-in is better. Yeah, by about a hair or two.
How dare
my
you?
stand-in list. But Wandee Goodday is a really good show. Like,
I think this show, like, I enjoyed seeing adult BL.
Yes.
Well, not adult BL.
Yes.
That sounds crazy. Like, BLs with adult characters.
Yes.
With
And I think a
grown
lot of people
folk in a show.
Right, and I think a lot of people hear Boys Love and think high school. Which,
Yeah, you're thinking,
yes,
like,
that is a
high
large
school,
amount of
or you're thinking
BLs,
this,
but-
like, small baby boy with this, like, 7 foot tall man.
Yeah.
Well, this is, like, fully, like, two consenting, like, grown adults in their industries.
Right, in an
like,
adult situation.
Yeah.
Where they're navigating all these feelings, which, for us, it's really real. I think for a lot of us who are millennials and maybe older Gen Z, it's nice to see
Drag me.
adult
I am a millennial. I
situations.
am a millennial.
Yeah, I mean, we're both millennials, but I'm also saying older Gen Z because I'm pretty sure some of the people who are listening are also older Gen Z.
For our younger girls listening,
you're right. I'm pretty sure they are, but I think I think it's nice to see adult situations, because then and also I think this goes back to the special episode that we had with Star Hunter. It's nice to see a diversity of how queer relationships can unfold, because then it shows that queer relationships are like any other kind of relationship. They can get really messy. There's hoey ones, there's complicated ones. They're all over the place.
there's super
They're really
cute ones
diverse.
like My Love Mitsup.
Right, there's super cute ones, and then there's super toxic ones, like my stand-in. You know,
Yeah,
so
like gays
like
don't have
they're
to be
all over the
perfect.
place.
It doesn't have to
Yeah,
be
they're not going
perfect.
to
It
be
doesn't have to
perfect.
be this beautiful innocent love story.
Right,
It can be anything you
right.
want it to be.
Anything you want it to be.
It can just
Before
be
we
very human. Yeah.
Right, and before we wrap this part up, what do you think of the side couple so far
I was just
in
about to
Wandee
talk about
Goodday?
them. I'm
Mm.
living for forgot their names, but Fluke. What it? Cher
It's
and
Yay and
Yay and Cher.
yeah, and Cher. Yes, and
I think they're
I
really
mean,
cute.
they're cute,
I think
you
they're
know,
cute.
and they're
I'm living for Cher because I love Fluke.
yeah, and
And I
they're
was
just like another, like again, another queer couple that actually it's like they're practically married. First of all, let's just put that out
apparently
there.
they have a whole backstory. Like there's a whole backstory book about them, and they kind of
Well, they
teased it a little
kind
bit
of
here.
they
That they were like,
yes,
"Oh,
yes,
you
they did
saved me
tease it a
when I
little
was
bit.
getting jumped or whatever," and
And
that's
I
why I
wonder if
joined
the
your
people
club.
that jumped him was that group that he was like, when they were walking down the alley and they were gonna
Yeah.
go to some place, and then there were this
Well, I think
hood rats.
yeah, I
There were
think
the hood
'cause
rats begging for money,
hood rats.
and then he was like, "Oh, we gonna go the other way."
Yeah, I think he probably borrowed some money to save the
Mm,
business, the boxing
mm,
gym, and now he had
mm,
some loan sharks after him, and
mm,
that's where he went
y-
that night. That the Cher
mm,
was following him.
mm. Yep, and that's why I'm thinking. I was thinking that too. That was the first thing that came in my head. But but also I think too. He's like, oh, sure, was also beat up. I'm not trying to get him into
He
another
can't defend him
situation
right
like
now.
that.
Yeah,
Right. So, mm-mm. So that it was really. I think we're gonna see that blow up, and I'm wondering how that's gonna affect
the
Yak
relationship. Yeah.
and Dee's relationship because it
Oh.
probably will because Ye and Yak are brothers. So
Hmm.
so it probably will. So I guess we'll probably see that probably in a few episodes. I don't think it will be in the next episode. I think it's gonna kind of
A
fester in
few
the
more.
background a little bit and
Yeah,
then
next
blow
episode
up.
we're getting a kiss from from Wandee and Yak. Hopefully, they
Yeah,
teased
I
it in
mean,
the little teaser
yeah,
that it was like, if
yeah.
I win this fight, then I get to kiss you anywhere, or something like that. Right? Is that what he said?
Mhm. Something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that. Well,
Well,
that is it for this episode of I Can Top My Knee. We definitely came to the end of this. It feels quick, but we had a lot to talk about.
I
So,
know.
anyway, be safe, and I hope your knees aren't missing anyone. And if they are, seek therapy.
Okay. My knees need therapy, trust. So I hope the ride in your life tops your knee.
Bye.
Bye bye.